No, she making real money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make the fucking fun money. You know,
fuck around money.
No, I make the fucking money. You know. All right. What up? And we are back, boys and girls. I gotta say, like, this guy, our guest, just literally just got my attention because I literally just said we are on episode 209, and Tomas has been here for a minute now, and we were just trying to figure out some IT shit, and he didn't do shit, but just tell me and order me what to do.
That was all you.
Fuck me. So Tomas is in the house. He's running, the other gadgets and cameras, makes us look good for the IG. But I will say this. I am excited for today's guest, and it's the one and only. When's the last time you heard this song?
What's this?
Oh, I remember. Allie used to come out to this song to fight. The fireman.
No, I came out to DMX, dog.
Oh, no, you came out to this song, too.
Bro, don't tell me what song I came out to. I came out to DMX.
DMX, and you came out to Fire. Dude, Ring of Fire? You don't remember those?
I do. I always came out to DMX because I almost came out to Holla Back Girl. Then Tyler talked me out of it.
which is probably a good thing.
It was probably for the best. It was probably for the best. But
anyways, today's guest, Eliot, the Fire Marshal. I've actually known this guy since I moved out here to Colorado. I would say since 2004 or 5. Man, it's just been a journey with this guy. We fought together. We did our career. We separated for a while. He did his thing. I did my thing. And then it seems like we kind of still connected. We cross paths all the time still. And because he has one of the biggest gyms here in Colorado. I would honestly, the gym in Colorado, mixed martial arts school, jiu-jitsu, is one of the best schools in the area, the regional, I would say.
Thanks. Our schools, Easton Training Centers, we're probably the biggest single owned in the country.
In the country. Okay,
yeah.
So good for you guys.
There's franchises, like Gracie Ba has a franchise, Gracie. But they are they're franchises, right? Like they pay a franchise fee that, and each individual then owns their school. But for what Amal and I have with Mike and Ian, we are, we would call ourselves single owner and owner operated. We're probably the biggest in the country.
Because just in Colorado, how many schools?
We have 8 schools.
8 schools.
We have 8 schools.
8 big schools.
We have 8 schools, 200 some employees.
Holy cow!
Yeah, probably we're probably broaching the 4,000 member mark.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I mean that's honestly what you need, those members.
It's
for
members.
A gym.
Yeah,
for a gym.
Look, you have to have values and culture, and you have to have an experience for people to change their life.
Right.
And that's what we're looking at doing.
And I don't even know where I want to dive in with you first, because I've, looked at this when we were talking over Instagram and text messages, and I was like, yes, I would love to have you on the show. I want to do this, but where do I start with you, Elliot? I mean, I feel like I've known you as a young adult, a young man, to now you're a father, and you have, and you do so much for your kids that I see now.
Yeah.
And what I've noticed, what I have thought that back then, hell no. Because we were both fighting, we were selfish as hell, and so I just kind of wanted to say, first of all, thank you for coming to the show all the way out here. I know that, but I kind of want to start with you though as a motivational speaker, because that was kind of drew me in right away with you. I was like, look at this motherfucker just dropping knowledge, spitting. And where did that come from? Like, where did all this start?
It came from my struggle, is what I would say. It came from like the Eliot that you knew in 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, right? Like probably all the way up until like 2014, 15. It came from who that Eliot was and who that Eliot was trying to hide from the world and protect. right? And not let the world see this coward that I can be, this fearful person, this not tough guy, this, you know, all the stuff I was trying to hide from and not let people see that I knew that I was, you know, that I knew was a piece of me. It came from that pushing its way through, you know, to my anxiety and my mental health struggle that I've always had, that I kept pretty quiet. That came to a head, and I had to just step fully into that. Like I just had to embrace, like, man, yeah, I'm scared. I have anxiety. I have all these struggles, you know, but you can still do it. Like, you know, like the mental health space for me, that's where it came from. That's where it came from. And I'm a weirdo in the mental health space, I think, because I think we need to talk about it, especially as men. Like, you know, we can struggle. There's a couple things. You need some friends that will fuck for you for anything.
Yeah.
Accept it. You need to not put these possessive words on it. I am sad. No, man, you're just fucking feeling sad right now. You know, I have anxiety. No, I experience really intense anxiety. You know what I have, dog? I have fucking brown eyes.
Yeah.
You know, I have fucking darker skin. You know, I don't have anxiety. It's not something I fucking possess. It's not there all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and then you gotta get to work, dog.
Yeah.
You gotta get to work on yourself. Like I was at therapy today. You know,
and when you came across this whole thing, would you like? I mean, I think I'll be the first one to admit, like, everybody has to have their shit together. Like, I have days where I'm like, God damn, dude, I gotta get me back into routine and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I get in cruise control a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, why am I doing this? I gotta get back on my shit, you know? Is it you just look at yourself in the mirror and going from there and telling yourself, like,
when I had to make a change, it was just like, man, I couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep for 9 months. I was on the phone crying. I was taking like,
oh shit. So you had like real shit. Like,
oh, homie, no, like when I say real shit, like when this devil comes for me, you know, and it can pop its head up every.
He's all the time.
You know, 7 years maybe. It's not all the time. No, I'm pretty straight. I'm pretty fucking solid. Good. No, but I just have to be aware of it, and I have to be paying attention. But when it comes, homie, I can. You've taken Xanax before, right?
Yeah.
I can take a fucking milligram of that shit and 2 prescription sleep.
God damn.
Yeah, stay awake.
I'd be a zombie as
fuck, you wouldn't be
bro.
conscious.
No.
Because like right now, if you and I took if we got closer to bedtime and we took like a 0.5 milligram of Xanax, we'd fucking out. We'd sleep like 10 hours.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Gone. You know, that's but like when it's bad, when the demon, when I call it the devil, when the devil's fucking hanging out.
Yeah,
dog. I stayed awake I did that for 2 days straight.
Holy shit, Eliot.
And stayed awake.
Oh my God. I had no idea.
And so crying on the phone with my Mike and Ian, the guys, you know, I think you've met them before. They were, and Ian's brother Will, they would like for a month, every single night for a month, I would take these pills, not fall asleep, run to my basement, having a fucking panic attack. I would call them. Sometimes I would pass out, sometimes I wouldn't. And something like they would just stay on the phone with me all night. Really? And sometimes we wouldn't even talk. Sometimes we would talk. Sometimes just quiet. And it was just a month like that. And then I started to sleep a little more. You know, I started. You know, and then, but I had to trying to not show people like this side of me that, you know, and this is just peace.
So let me tell you, jiu-jitsu black belt, UFC fighter. You were part of the Ultimate Fighters TV show.
Yep,
series.
Season 8.
Holy shit.
Yeah, right.
You've done that. You were actually a corner man for me in one of my UFC fights. I showed you how. But like you've been this pedestal of this tough guy, right?
Yeah.
Like you are literally.
When you look at me,
when I see you, I mean, you're not a small guy.
Nope.
You fought who's who in the sport, and like literally, like when I see you, I'm like, oh, this is a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like seriously, realistically, bad motherfuckers have issues too.
I'm a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'm a bad motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Am I the baddest? No. You know, but I'm a bad motherfucker.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I still struggle. But I have this. I experience this as well. The human experience is not static.
Yeah. No, it's for real.
It's, you know,
it's real.
And that's, you know, one of the things, like, I don't watch sports with people anymore. Like, if you want to watch sports with me, you got to be able to sit in my house and just enjoy the sporting event. Like, the second you start talking about somebody sucking, I kick you out.
How's your kids deal with that?
Oh, I love my kids.
Yeah, I know, but don't they have like like, oh, this player should be better than that, or like, because they're big in basketball?
Yeah, we're basketball family.
How they deal with it? They
get a side of me. I don't know. You'd have to ask them. But my oldest,
yeah,
thing that anybody's ever said to me.
Oh shit! What is it? Okay.
His anxiety, like when his anxiety started to present, I knew how to help him.
Good,
because it was just like mine. It presented just like mine. So he's like he and I are the fucking same.
Really?
So I get him, he gets me. And I've been able, like, I can't teach him basketball.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I mean, I played in high school and I understand sports and stuff, but I can't make him dribble better. I can't make him shoot better. I can't make, you know.
Yeah.
But I can help him with how he sees it,
mm-hmm.
with how he sees competition. And it's taken years for us of working through this, for him to finally, like, for it to click, mm-hmm. right? The mental side of going out and being at your best. And he just started killing it last summer, you know, over the spring, summer, just killing it. And you know how it is, like, you had a UFC career, I had a UFC career. Neither one of us were the champions.
Yeah.
Did you make millions?
No.
Not me either.
No.
Right?
Hell
no. Right? And you have regrets. We can have regrets around that. You can, like, I should have, I could have, you know, you can, for me, what was all this, like, my suffering of the anxiety? Why the fuck do I have to suffer like this? Because when I suffer, like, I don't get suicidal.
Yeah.
But it can verge close to it.
Yeah, that's scary.
It's scary, you know. One of the sleeping meds that I was taking, one of the side effects is suicidal ideation. So like a couple nights I'd wake up and the first thought I'm having is what it would be like to kill myself. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's never been
I got kids.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not thinking of how to do it. It's not, ideation and doing it are different, and thinking about doing are different things. But still, the thought even getting there, right? So I'm like, you know, you're like, why do I have to suffer like this? You know? So we're driving home from a tournament, and he looks at me, and none of his friends have this mental thing that he's got, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, and he looks at me and goes, Dad, how the hell would anybody do any of this well without someone like you in their life?
Oh, fuck.
And in a second,
my heart just stopped.
All of it worth it, right? All of it worth it. My suffering, my crying, getting beat up, getting, like, not a thing in my life that I regret anymore. Like, and I'm not a big regretter. I won't even say regret. Not a thing in my life that I wish it went a different way. Because my kid is sitting here realizing what we can do together, and I can help him go chase his thing.
Dude, that was legit.
Yeah, man, it was the best. I don't know.
And I think anybody that has a kid that's been a father or
anything, if you have
can
kids,
relate to that. Right there, boom.
So that just made things lighter.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
Know? It made things lighter because, man.
Well, good for your kid for recognizing you, because it took me to have kids of my own to look at call and say, hey,
thanks.
I'm fucking
hey,
sorry.
man, it's not even sorry. Like, you can't grasp it.
Yeah, I didn't understand what they were doing at the time.
Yeah.
I kind of got it. You know, they wanted the best for me.
Yeah.
But you don't know until you have your own kids.
Yeah.
Right?
Because you can't understand love like that.
Yeah. No.
You can't understand it, right? Like, you think you love your wife, you think you love your mom and dad. Man, you throw those motherfuckers off a roof in a second and say bye on the way down to save your child.
Yep. No,
and your wife better do the same for you.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. No. Like, no. It's not bad.
No, it's just
It's a different love.
Absolutely,
it's a different love. So, with my kids,
that was crazy.
Yeah, with my kids, man, that was. I'm hard on them, you know, because I'm a believer in chasing greatness. I didn't achieve it fighting. I got real close. I was good. I was really good.
Great, yeah.
You know, I was really good at jiu-jitsu too. You know, I was great. But I believe that the chase of it, regardless of where you went, regardless of actually hitting it, is what makes your life.
Absolutely. I've had this conversation with numerous guys, and they're like, "Dude, do you wish you were Gaethje?" I'm like, "No, I not one fucking bit, because me and Gaethje have a relationship better." Dude, he hates being at home all by himself.
Right.
This guy, we were just talking about money and everything. He's like, "Money cannot buy me what you have, Luke. I want what my brothers have, my whole family has. I don't have that yet.
Yeah.
I hope to God I get it, you know, because I mean, he wants to have kids and do this and that, but like we were saying, like, we were UFC champion? No, hell no. I was far from that, but I experienced it. I wish I would have set my goals a little different in life. You know, my whole thing was, everybody kept telling me, like, what's fighting going to do for you?
Yeah.
You know, I just wanted to get to UFC and prove them, like, hey, I should have said, go to the UFC, you know, be a contender. Let's go for a belt. But, you know, my goal was just to
get there.
That I did it.
Yeah.
That
was mine too.
And I fucked up there. That's where I fucked up.
I fucked up. No, mine wasn't that. I didn't fuck up. Mine couldn't have presented in any other way than it did, because I was fighting for the worst reasons.
What reason was that?
This is a little deep too. Okay, so we'll have.
God damn it, Eliot! Hold on. You're fucking touching me here, like feelings. This is my fucking podcast. I usually have buddy here. God damn.
So I grew up. My dad's black. My mom's Jewish. Holocaust survivors.
Yeah. This is the black Jew that I know.
Yes.
Back in the day.
Yes.
Seriously, he is 100%. He just said it.
Yep, that's me. But it was 1980, and it wasn't like the most kosher thing in the world, right?
Me and you were the same age.
Yeah. So
in fact, you're older than me.
My height. How old are you? 44.
Yeah. You're only.
Yeah. I moved to this neighborhood. My house was vandalized.
Yeah.
Constantly swastikas.
Oh yeah.
You know, niggers, Nigers. They're not a G. You know. Yeah. After that, they got it right.
Hooked on phonics.
You know. And I didn't have friends. Like, I was not. I was allowed to go to people's house, but I wasn't allowed in their house. Some people.
Oh fuck! It
was like that, dog.
And this was, you were in
South Jersey.
South Jersey, right? Yeah.
So, grandparents survived the Holocaust.
Yep.
So they were coming again, like, just like they knew it, and you have to be prepared. And my dad was black, right? So if I'm born in 1980. Rewind a little bit. He grew up during civil rights.
Yeah.
So not using the same water fountains, like, you know, like my dad knew this.
Yeah.
Like it's not, you know, it's a little different than African Americans today, who look,
different.
Racism still exists, all that, but not like not like that.
Not back of the bus.
Yeah.
And
so
everything,
it just wasn't. So my whole experience was, life's not safe. Right. And it's coming true. My house is getting fucked up all the time. Nobody would I had no friends. Like, it wasn't like I was bullied. I wasn't seen.
Yeah.
The only place that I was seen was at my karate school. I was doing karate. Okay. Right. So people loved me there. The summer in between 1997, the summer in between my junior and senior year, the national tournament for my karate style comes, and my really good friend, it was different because it was point sparring. So you sparred each other, right? You would fight each other in a tournament. Like, you and I would never fight each other in UFC.
Yeah.
Right. But in a point sparring tournament, whatever.
Yeah.
So we're there, and he does the old man division. He does masters. And I'm like, you fucking pussy. What are you doing? You barely masters.
Yeah.
And he was really good.
Yeah.
You know? I was like, why are you so fucking scared?
But you wanted it.
Yeah. And he was like, you think I'm scared? Come to it's 1990, 97. Okay. He's like, come to my house next Friday night. I go to his house. I have no clue what Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is. I have no clue that he's doing it. He's a blue belt.
So that's what you got educated.
So
that's the first
yes.
time.
That's when I got.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
1997, I just get my ass whooped. Like to the point where I couldn't move my neck, right? And you got to remember, I'm only 17 years old.
Yep.
So the next day, my dad calls him and he's like, oh shit, I fucked up a minor.
Yeah.
And my dad goes, thanks.
Yeah.
So I learn a little bit that summer, the rest of the summer. I go back to school. I'm a senior now. I talk about it a little bit, and these wrestlers hear me talk about it. And they're popular that, you know, like, and they're like, let's go fuck up Eliot. And we do like a challenge match in the wrestling room.
Oh.
And I whooped their ass.
You did.
I whooped their ass.
The popular wrestlers.
State champion wrestlers.
Oh, shit.
All of a sudden, I start to get some friends. I think like a girl kissed me once or twice.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, shit, dog.
I mean we might
change your life.
Some fairy tales here.
That was the first time. Right?
Yeah.
And in that moment, I was like, wait a minute. And there's a important piece of this that ties back to my grandfather. Because he was like, Eliot, you need two things in your life to be safe when Hitler comes again. You need money.
Okay. Yeah, true.
So that you can pay some friends to get you out wherever he was. Well, 17, I don't have any money. I didn't have any friends. But then right there, I watched the UFC. I put the videotapes of the UFC all summer, as I'm learning this.
Frank Shamrock.
Yeah. And I'm like, yo, if I become UFC champion, I'll have friends.
Yep.
And I'll have money. And I'll be safe from Hitler.
Holy fucking shit. This is where it started.
Yep. And in that moment, I was like, I'm going to be a UFC fighter. And that way people will like me. And then safe. So that's not a really healthy place to fight from.
No, hell no. That's just because you were thinking just survival of, and like, let alone your grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
We're telling you, maybe this is
not maybe. There was no maybes, dog.
What you had to do.
There was no maybes. The first things that I can remember are you need to be safe because Hitler's fucking coming.
Yeah.
Like my dad never went trick-or-treating in his life.
Yeah.
So when he would send us out trick-or-treating, he was scared.
Yeah.
And,
fuck. And that's real shit though, because like, people ask me all the time. Like I grew up in Nebraska, you know that, right?
Yeah.
And people are like, dude, how are you Mexican? You don't know Spanish. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, my mom and dad wanted me to fit in with you all motherfuckers, all just nothing but to be as simple as you guys.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to teach me that. That is why I don't know Spanish, because my parents wanted me to fit in and not get, let alone that they cut me off fucking big time. I could have got a good ass job being bilingual, you know what I mean? I could have been bilingual, but it's crazy because that's what our parents try to do the best for us.
And we just couldn't hide it. We could, like the town that I lived in, it just wasn't accepting of who I was and who my family was. And that was like, look, if I grew up in a different town, if I grew up in a city, I don't know if any of this would have happened.
Really?
Because there's so many different people in the city.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I grew up in this like hick fucking town, like in the burbs.
Redneck.
Yeah. So there were some black people, but I wasn't black.
Yeah.
And there were some Jews, but I wasn't Jewish and I wasn't white. So like there was just nowhere where I like fit.
Yeah.
But then jiu-jitsu, I found it, and here we are today.
So you took the jiu-jitsu from there because you wanted to be safe.
Yeah.
And you just continued to grow.
I got good. I got good, man. I got good
really
at jiu-jitsu.
good. Yeah, really good.
I got really good at jiu-jitsu, and I won I won almost everything there was to win.
Yeah, I mean, you done Pan Ams, you done it all, bro.
Right? Yeah. I got really fucking good, but all fighting from a place of fear, right? But I would just work so hard. Like I'm not very talented. I'm not very athletic, but I would just work and work and work to just get it. To get it. I lived in the gym, and then I'm with my wife, Renee, and one night we're laying in bed. I just got done training, or I took a shower, and she looks at me. She goes, "Hey, so like this jiu-jitsu stuff's really cool, but doesn't make any money. So what are you gonna do with your fucking life?"
Yeah.
So the next day, I called Sven. Got a fight.
That's how it started.
Yeah.
So you were married with Renee, because this is all news to me too, because I've known you for so long on my bed.
Yeah.
I've known you for so long. You were already married then.
I got married in 2004. Yeah.
Yeah. So you just
I got married young, man.
Yeah.
I got married young. I don't know if I recommend it to anyone, but it worked for me.
Yeah.
I was super focused. Like it kept me, because the job that I worked because of jiu-jitsu, like to be able to train, I taught jiu-jitsu all day, and so I could train. And then at night I'd go work at a bar. Well, I'm a pretty loyal person, so I wasn't going to cheat on my wife.
Yeah.
Or Renee, even when she wasn't my wife. So I would come home afterwards. But like without that, like without a reason to come home, I would have stayed out till.
Oh yeah,
dude. The first month, and when I was working at the bar before Renee, I was out till fucking 6 a.m.
Oh yeah, you were so different.
Yeah, But
no,
like,
that's real shit though, because me and you have the same kind of deal, because when I moved out here, I started coaching LA boxing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck, dude, this ain't enough money. I was making a private training, so I had to like start bartending. And so for me to, train in the morning and stuff. And after a while, I was like, I cannot keep doing this, because I'm a fuck up. Like you dude, you show me a good time, I'm in it for a good time, right? Like I'm in it. So how can I fucking do a good time and get up in the morning?
You can't.
Can't do it, right?
Yeah.
So I just said, okay, I got to find more ways to teach more classes.
You were good at it though. You hustled it, man.
And I fucking literally did more privates,
right?
And I made it work, right?
Yep.
I made it work, like literally. But that's what I'm saying is like me and you were totally the same. I did not know that either.
Yeah. So I would go home. I'd be home by 3:30 a.m.
Yes,
because the bar closed at 2. You got to clean. I'm home at 3:30. I'm asleep. I'm up at 7:30.
Yep.
So, and I ruined my sleep for the rest of my life doing that.
That's fucking crazy, Ali. I had no idea.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because, everybody thinks everybody's like, oh, the fighter lifestyle is fucking gravy.
I don't know. But look, you and I weren't champions. What's Gaethje's lifestyle? Is it gravy?
That's the difference nowadays. This motherfucker has a shift.
Right.
He tells Trevor what time he wants to work out, 11 o'clock, so he get enough sleep. He goes in. You know what I mean? It's way different. It's way different than me and you had it.
The money wasn't there.
No, it wasn't there. I will say this though, like nothing taken away from Justin and everything, but it is 9-day difference from when we fought to where it is now. But at the same time, I would have never changed anything the way I thought.
I can't either. I can't either.
I mean, what you said, what your boy said, it gave you to that point right there. You understand your boy of what you were never.
I don't know if I would have that child. If I became I don't know if I would have that. But at the same time, like I don't know what it's like to live, Usman's life or Gaethje's life or Izzy or Adesanya's life. These guys that are I don't know, mate. I don't know if that's better or not. What I know is I got fucking this one, and I'm gonna play this one to the fullest extent I got. And if I look back and wish it was different, I'm gonna make my life what I want it to be.
That's where I'm at.
I'm gonna make my life. I'm gonna make my life to where I want it to be, and I'm gonna make the people around me. And the way I'm gonna do that is by the way I see it now, is by making other people's lives really great. And if I can have a hand, and we did it with jiu-jitsu first. Like we have 200 employees. I have, you know, in Easton, there's probably 6 or 7 people that make over $100,000.
Y'all hired?
What's that?
Y'all hired?
You know?
Yeah, no, that's great.
Mike and Ian live great lives. They have their own.
Good for them.
And that's through us. That's through Easton. That's through all of us together. I didn't do it. They didn't do it. We did it together.
Yeah.
You know, and now I'm trying to do the same thing with basketball.
Well, that you say that because you say that you're trying to do that with basketball, and it's just because I follow you on the IG.
Yeah.
You literally just went out and purchased
I bought a barn
and make it a camp.
We renovated. I sold 2 properties.
Okay.
You know, that I owned, and I bought because you really want to know what happened?
Yeah.
This is what fucking happened.
Break it down.
You ready? This is what happened.
I want to know what made you
buy a barn. This is what made me buy a barn. My kids love basketball. I bought the club with the founders of the club. They were the coaches. They kept asking me for more money to run the club, to help run the club. And I was like, look, motherfuckers, you want more money? I'm the boss. Right? Like, I don't need the bulk of the money. What I need is the bulk of the say. If you know, so the first year, my wife and I put $70,000 into the club to make the fucking club run, because it's a travel club.
Yeah.
And these kids, man, I don't know if you know how this shit works.
I'm getting a taste of it now.
Yeah, dude. Yes. Like we're taking broke kids that are traditionally broke, like young black males.
Yeah.
Okay. And to play basketball, you have to go to these shoe circuits. And to get there, dude, like if you want, for my oldest kid, it's fucking $7,000 from March to through July. 7 fucking racks. Damn, and you're taking this, like, I'm fine. You know, you could do it. You know what I mean? But
that's a lot of car washes.
That's a lot of car washes, 1, right? And 2, that's from a kid because when we were kids, all you need was a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Go to high school. That's not how it works anymore. No college coaches go to the high schools anymore.
I know.
They go to these fucking circuits for AAU teams. So if you can't get there, you ain't going to get seen. 70 racks, bro. 70 racks to get the team there. Ugh. And we're practicing at these shit fuck facilities. And, you know, one of them wouldn't turn the heater on. So over this last winter,
cold,
you know, wouldn't turn the heater on. And my wife yells at me that our kids can't go practice.
Yeah.
She's like, she really goes, you need to fix this. So we fixed it.
Yeah.
And she does interior design. So she's got all these contractors. So we bought a barn. I sold 2. We sold 2 properties.
And now you got
I got a fucking barn, dog. And it's renovated into a beautiful basketball facility. So there ain't nobody that's attached to us that ever has an excuse. It's $20.
Holy cow.
It's $20 a month for you to come use the barn.
Wow.
Just so I can cover some bills.
Yeah. No, that's nothing.
Right. But it cost me $2 million to put it together.
Guaranteed.
So I'm charging $20 a month on a $2 million building. That's fucking beautiful. Because we're going to change the world. Yeah. We're going to change these kids' lives.
Yeah.
And because my life is good, man.
No, yeah.
My life is good.
Yeah.
I don't know why my life's good. I don't know what it is that it is. But if I can't go sprinkle some good on some other people, if we can't do that, then what's this for?
Yeah. And it blows my mind because it just shows you like how much like your kids mean to you, because you've came from a fighting jiu-jitsu world, and you know usually the best thing about a basketball court was a wrestling mat,
right?
You know,
yeah.
And now you literally it's
not what they want.
Yeah,
this is what they want,
what they do, and that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, I went to last week. My daughter's 9 years old.
Yeah,
4th grade. She was like, Dad, I want to play the cello. What the fuck? You want to play in a fucking orchestra? What the fuck? Guess what? Let's go.
Let's go. You're going to be the best cellist. I think that's what it's called. That you can be.
I was like, I told my wife, I was like, she really want to do this? She's like, yeah, she was. I was like, okay, let's fucking do it.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll do it. You know, I was like, okay, how much does this shit cost? Like, I had no idea, right? We go there, we go to this whole fucking, like, a whole different experience for me. Like, I'm like, damn, dude, I've never done this in my life. And there's kids everywhere in this gymnasium, and they got different classrooms of like fucking tuba, flute, fucking, you know, saxophone. Thank God she didn't play any of those shit, right? Drums, all the instruments in the world, right? She's like, I was like, are you sure you want to try this? Well, man, how about a violin? You know, because that shit look big and expensive. Right. And she was like, no, I want to play the cello. I was like, all right, let's go. Let's go check it out. Let's go talk to people.
I'm just a believer that money's not a problem. If you have a money problem, you can figure it out.
I'm right there with you.
If you have a money problem, you can figure it out. Like you work, you figure, you know.
Well, and you say yourself, like, let's just put it this way: entrepreneurs, right?
Yeah,
100%. Like, you know, I worked for LA Box, Walmart, DC, and before I moved. And I said, well, I'm never doing that kind of shit again in my life.
I can't.
I choose not to do that because I don't have it in me. I can't punch a clock, bro.
Nope.
I cannot a way to make shit work, right? That being said, though, it's no different than what you have done.
Yeah, I refuse to attach my dollar to my hour.
Yeah.
Because once you attach, in my opinion, once you attach your dollar to your hour, and I don't want to work. Yeah. I don't like working. I love what I do.
Yeah, that's why I say, like,
but it's not work to me.
Yeah, that's the difference.
You know, I love what I do, but it's not work. Like last night when I teach all night, it's not work. When I go to the barn, we still call it the barn. You know, when I go to the barn and I see these kids there, and look, the barn's a pain in my ass right now because we just opened it.
Yeah,
it doesn't run smooth. Like I have these two alter ego businesses. I have Easton, where we have 200 employees, a CEO, a COO, fucking people, man, people running it clean, smooth, operating SOPs, like you fucking name it, we got it. Like, you know, like, and then I have this other business where we suck.
It's a startup.
It's just starting. We suck. You know, the trash doesn't get taken out still.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, motherfuckers, how'd you not take the trash out last night? But I got to come back. I got to remember where we are.
Rewind where you started.
I got to remember where we are. Yeah. You know, and we're in this stage right now. So as much work as the barn is for me, man, when I see those kids in there, bro, oh my God, it warms my heart.
Shit. Yeah.
It warms my heart because I'm like, these kids have a chance now.
Is it more like warms your heart because you never had that, or
no? It's not nothing to do with me,
or it's because you just love to see the joy of the kids. Period. Because when I look at kids at your facility, like I ran a gym, you know, been at Genesis, been Onyx or whatever, coached there numerous times, and it's not my gym, right? But I'm one of the coaches, and I see the fucking. And the people I change, that because I love that part.
We're in the people business, homie.
Yeah,
that's what we're in. I don't care what business you're in, basketball, fighting. You're in the people business.
Yeah,
and so for me, I'm just through that process in 2016 when I went downhill south. You know, like when I went down, I figured out who I am. And I know exactly who I am, and I only focus on these things. I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a teacher, I'm a student, I'm a fighter, I'm a survivor. And that's it. I don't try to be anything else.
I like this Eliot a lot more.
This Eliot's way better. I know. You know?
I like this Eliot way better.
Like the old, like, but I don't regret that Eliot either. Because that Eliot had, a little bit, right? Asshole. Yeah. But that Eliot had to exist for this Eliot to get here. Yep. And whoever I'm going to be in 5 years, this Eliot has to exist for me to get there. No. And that's okay. If I think the same in 20 years that I think right now, Muhammad Ali said this, well, I just wasted 20 years. And look, there's some people that don't like me because of who I was 20 years ago, you know, and there's some people that don't like, you know, a lot of things have happened, you know, and that's okay. Yeah. And I'm good with it. You know?
And I think that's everywhere, though. I mean, we all grow up and we all mature a
Mm-hmm.
little different, and we realize, oh, that's really not important to be the cool kid or
I stopped caring.
Yeah. And I think that's just, you know, more days of waking up. You know what I mean? And realizing.
Look, when I had to have the fight team go.
Yeah. So yeah, tell a little bit about that. Like you had a huge elevation.
I'm the head coach of Elevation Fight Team. Top 3 teams in the world.
In the world.
And it wasn't working for me.
Not in your life.
It wasn't working for me.
Okay. So you just
said, the drama between the coaches, the drama, you know?
Yeah.
Where and I got to a point where like,
what a fucking task.
Yeah, I was like, what am I doing?
Oh, I know. I'm right there with you. Like I get it. I understand it. Like I've never owned a gym. I've been around gyms my whole life, and I'm like,
I love the school, but with the fight team being in there, especially during COVID, because that's when I had to let it go. I hated going into my own space. You know, I hated it. I couldn't stand it. I'm like, motherfuckers, I own this. This is mine. That building is mine. The business in the building is mine.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't working. There was it was a Monday, and they were going to ask me to like really step back into the head coaching role.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday. And she's like, what do you can you tell me? She doesn't tell me what to do ever. She goes, can you tell me how that's going to lead into anything that we've talked about, the direction you want your life to go? And we just sat there silent for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I looked at her and I was like, I got to kick them all out. She was like, huh? To get totally away from it. And that was a Wednesday. I called Vinny because we were gonna do the head coaching thing together.
Uh-huh.
I was like, hey bro, I changed my mind. All the way out. I was like, and everyone's got to go. Yeah. He goes, I get it, man. And I was like, yeah. And then I went on Friday and I kicked everybody out.
I mean, me as a coach now, like just adjusted now, like, and I get that.
You have Justin.
I get that. Like literally, I get if as a fighter, I'm panicking and I'm worried.
Mm-hmm.
That ship is sailed though for me, right? You'll figure it out, right? Remember when?
Yeah,
you figure it out.
You figure it out.
Okay, you're either gonna go. Doesn't matter. You're grown men. Go do it. Me, I was like, guess what, dude? This is how I took it.
Yeah.
This guy is a grown ass man. He runs a business. Let him run his business. Fighters, in the first place, never
money.
You know more than that. That being said,
I had to take the purses that I was being paid,
the
percentages. I had to put that back into Easton to cover the fucking fighters' cost of like tearing the goddamn gym. To really run a business right, you have to raise your insurance to have fighters in there.
Yeah.
You have to have more accounting. You have to have all this shit, man. So I'm barely making any money.
Which is crazy because, I coached one fight after he became a champion. I made one after he made a champion. I made one way more fight.
Yeah. Dude, Drew, the other day,
what the fuck?
Drew paid me a number that was more than I got paid to fight.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, you saw my bonus from Dana White up there. And like, you probably have never seen this. You coached me that fight. UFC 78. Will you grab that for him and show him?
Is it an Xbox?
No. I actually got real money.
Okay.
Dwayne told me about Xbox.
Yeah, Dwayne was the Xbox.
Dwayne got an Xbox, and I didn't keep a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I wish I would have, right? And
I wish I took more pictures.
Me too.
2,500. Fuck yeah.
I pop bottles, dog.
Yeah. This is amazing. Yeah. 2,500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this cock made 300,000.
Yeah.
A bonus.
Yeah.
On top of $1 million.
On top of $1 million. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, what are we doing here? But it's just what
days
it
and
is.
times.
Yeah.
You know, and that's okay. But for me, like, you know, like with the fight team stuff and the fighters, like COVID was just a really weird time. Right. And people were seeing it differently. And the fight team could not understand that I had a business to run.
Yeah.
And for me to ask you to wear a mask in the building for 10 seconds, I didn't make you wear it in there, but for 10 seconds while you're walking in the motherfucker,
show it.
Just don't tell me you don't have it.
Yeah.
Because everywhere in the world right now, you go, the grocery store, a restaurant, you have to have it. So please don't tell me you don't have one sitting in your car.
Yeah.
Just 10 seconds, man. Make, I know it doesn't work.
Yeah. Make it happen.
I'm greatly aware it's
but
bullshit.
This is walking in my doors.
You're walking in my doors. And I have 8 of these bitches. I don't have one. I don't have one that I can just run low pro.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
I got 200 employees. People bitch and moan. You know, they feel different ways about it. Right, wrong. I'm not saying what's right and wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, for 10 seconds, walk in the fucking door with a mask on.
Yeah. Respect
Why?
that.
Why do you respect that? Why you got to give me shit?
Yeah.
Why you got to give me shit?
Young, dumb, full of cum.
I'm the only one with the cage. I'm the only one with the space this size.
Yep. Probably the only gym that's really operational now at the time too.
I'm the only gym that you can get in with this many fucking people.
Yeah.
So,
no, I get it.
Help your boy out a little bit. I'm asking for 20 seconds of your day when you walk in the gym and when you walk out of the gym. Help me. I can't. Nobody will come and clean the mats. Can we please clean the mats? Why does this have to be a thing?
Yeah. No, I don't get it twisted. One bit of, and maybe that's just me being more mature now. Is you know, we all see the daylight. But I got it. Like that's the same thing. Like I asked Trevor this all the time. Like, he was making his gym and everything. I'm like, what the fuck why do you want a gym? Make your fucking gloves, and why are you doing it? He's like, because I just want to take care of my people. That's it. Not a gym, not whatever. And I'm like, I get that, but dude, you realize the headache's gonna come. The headache's gonna come with
Onyx. You're saying?
Yeah.
Like what? Like it's just a space, though, right?
Yeah, it's just a space. But now, even with Cody's gym and the whole Christian deal thing, they stopped doing that, and now they quit doing, sparring, and it got really fucked up, right? Which I don't care. I don't give a fuck, honestly, because they're gonna figure it out, right? You're gonna train. I'm lucky enough Trevor and Justin's lucky enough that Trevor has the building now to do that. But now everybody's all like, hey, can we train here? Can we train here?
And now it becomes a thing.
Now it becomes that pain in the ass. That's what I told him. I said, why are you doing this? You're making it all look glamorous and shit. It's because that's the artsy of Trevor. You know that, right? And I said, this is going to, he's like, I'm not coaching it. Y'all want to coach? I said, fuck no. I don't want nothing to do with it. I told Justin, when you walk away, dude, I walk away.
I'm done.
I'm cool.
When Drew and Miranda are done, I'm done.
I'm cool.
Done. I'm not coaching another person.
And that's why I said, I said, I'm so lucky. When I quit fighting, I got to be a part of this whole experience for this long in my life. But when you're done, like, don't get me wrong. Like I get asked all the time to come out, whole pads, do this, and I'll coach, go quarter me. Like, dude, I've done that. No offense to you. I don't want to do that no more. I really don't. I have no desire.
I'm gonna be at Easton from 2:30 to to about 7:30 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays in Denver. If you would like to come learn from me, come pop through. Get a membership. It's $229 a month, dog. I'm gonna show ninja shit. I'm gonna stay up on the game. I love staying up on the game. But if you want my time, it's not gonna happen because you don't love me. And you don't love and you don't understand what I'm doing this for. I'm doing this for the attachment to the human. I'm not doing this for money.
Dude, it was so weird because I thought I used to do it for money, right? Like, I mean, like I coach at Genesis, you know, every night of the week, coach all these classes.
Yeah.
And I loved all the people there.
Yeah.
Right. Loved the atmosphere, loved it all. Dude, my wife, she's like, Luke, you really need to start being here in the evening with the kids and me.
Yeah.
I want family dinners. I was like, cool. I cut my time, cut some nights, started being home. Holy fuck, bro. I had no idea what I was missing. And I said, I gotta burn this ship.
Yeah.
No hard feelings, but my peeps are way more important than teaching kickboxing.
Look, that's why for me, it's why I can't take on another athlete.
Yeah. That's it. That's me too. I know what it takes to be
a great
100%.
Yep.
I don't want to steal that from you as an athlete.
Yep. And I'm not missing
I don't believe that you're not going to be a great, Justin McGregor or a McGregor, Gaethje,
but let's
whoever.
be clear, they don't really need us.
They don't.
Gaethje's going to be Gaethje. McGregor was going to be McGregor. John Jones is going to be John Jones. Like the coaches that happened to get him, we're the
lucky ones.
We're the lucky. Yeah, man. Come on, dog.
We're lucky. I know I'm lucky.
Yeah, they are who they are.
Yep.
And it's more them than it is us. So
facts.
Now, do we can you make them a little better? Sure.
Absolutely.
But I think most people could. I think most good coaches could probably make most good fighters a little better.
Just knowing your athlete.
Yeah.
Knowing your athlete.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
It is. Like everybody asks me, like, what do I really do? I mean, I do a lot, but not. You know what? Really, Elliot, what I do with Justin, I make fight camp fun, and especially my time to shine is fight week. You know what I mean? I just try to make his fucking brain not think of the fight and
look at someone like Trevor.
Yeah.
Trevor's a striking coach.
Yep.
Trevor does not know anything about grappling.
Nothing.
He could not tell you a single thing. Right? And I'm not shitting on him here. But he and Gaethje work.
Yeah.
He and Gaethje work.
Absolutely.
So therefore it works. If Gaethje wanted to if Trevor had to coach like a grappler, it wouldn't work.
Nope.
You know, which is so it's you and the athlete. Yep. That's the thing.
That's it.
It's the connection of the people.
100%.
Right. So like if it's a different connection, it's fine. But again, like I don't know. They're gonna be great either way.
But at that same time, though, it takes a time with that athlete.
You have to know them so deeply.
I mean, you can remember when Justin came in the gym.
Yeah.
You were still
still
there. Yeah. Remember when he came with his 4 eyes?
Yeah.
Fucking freak. And
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said that like people don't know. Like we were all still there fucking doing it when he was just walking in the doors.
Yeah. Look, me and Miranda, I can walk her through a fight. But she trusts me.
Yeah.
But she doesn't trust me because I can walk her through a fight. She trusts me because she knows that I care about her. She knows that I'm there for her as a human.
Yeah.
She knows that I am trying to pay attention to what she needs. And then therefore, she trusts me.
But that being said, you have put your time and energy and shit away from your family into her. She's family now, whether you like it or not.
That's what it is.
Her and Drew are your family.
And they stuck with me. Like the only reason I'm still coaching them, I told them when I kicked everyone out, I told them to leave. I was like, I got nobody. I just kicked everyone out.
Yeah.
Like, no, you think any of those guys are going to come here to work? Like,
yeah.
What? Like, they don't like me.
Yeah. I'm hated right now.
Right. And it will pass, and it has. but it's going to take time for that. Like, so I don't know if this will be good for you to stick with me. And they said, no, they're like, we're with you. You're my head coach.
And that's what she says a lot
so then
about
there
them.
it is.
Yeah.
So like, there's no way I could ever leave them. That's why I have to stick with them until they're done.
Yep.
Or if they choose to go another route, which which is totally fine.
Yeah, but that just shows a lot about you as you've grown and you've realized what it's like to be a fighter because you've been a fighter, but two, the person you are. That's that to me, and that is why I don't choose to work with more people.
Right, because I can't do it.
I can't do it.
I can't do it. I can't miss. My kids are playing basketball this weekend.
100%.
They're gonna play. It's down the road. It's in fucking Denver.
Yeah,
it's in nothing games.
I know.
I miss them.
I'm not
missing them.
I chose to be my self-employer, so I can fucking do my own shit.
Now I'll miss them. I'll miss for Drew and Miranda's fight.
Yeah,
You know,
but you usually have a date, so
Right.
you can schedule shit out and be like, okay, well, this time I'm gone.
I even had Miranda took a short notice fight, and my kid had a really big basketball game.
Uh-huh.
I had to tell her, like, look, I promised him I would be there, and she took a fight on 2 weeks. So I got it covered. I sent one of my guys who she likes working with too. I did the whole camp. I just couldn't go to the fight because I promised my kid. I will not break a promise to my child.
And she got it, though.
She got it. She told if she didn't get it, then we wouldn't work.
Yeah, 100%.
If she didn't, you know.
Fuck, dude, that's crazy.
Because I won't, you know. But
that just shows you like the loyalty that you have with these fighters, and it's so different. Like I get it. Like I mean, I understand it, but like what people don't understand, like listen to this podcast right now, is it's not camaraderie, dude. It's like family, bro.
That you can't grasp fight week. That's what people can't grasp.
Yeah.
You can't grasp. Everyone likes to say, "Oh, I would have fought Mike Tyson back in the day for $1 million." No, look. If they could just drop you in the cage and you were in there in the ring, you might do it. But you couldn't make it through knowing the date. You couldn't make it through the 6 weeks. You couldn't make it through the week when you're in a hotel room in Las Vegas and you're looking out at the hotel. You're looking out at the fucking pool and there's fucking hot chicks partying and you're up there losing weight, crying, scared shitless, thinking, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life right now? And then you got to sit in the back room knowing that in 3 hours you're gonna go. Someone's gonna try to kill you. Literally, if they could kill you, and it's legal.
You go to sleep.
Yeah, and so that's what you wouldn't make it through. That you would not walk to the fight.
Yeah, they see the ending of it. You're gonna cash a big check, bitch. You have no idea what it takes to get to that check.
You have no clue what it takes. The fear you have to overcome.
Yeah, no fear. Hold on, I gotta piss.
Yeah,
that's my pee break. Fuck. Made me want to pee. You said Mike Tyson, I got pee. Wow. Great podcast.
I like the podcast. What do you do?
I'm a lab tech.
Okay.
I work for a medical manufacturing company in Lakewood. Yeah. I trained for a while jiu-jitsu, but
where did you train? At Genesis? I know Luke.
Yeah, with Sean
Sims.
Yes.
Okay.
I really liked him. I thought he's a great coach.
Yeah. I gave him his black belt.
You gave him his black belt?
Uh-huh.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
I do miss it, but I'm your guys' age too, and I'm trying to get fucked up.
That's what he said.
I pick and choose my battles now. So
yeah, me too, bro.
All right, Daddy's back.
Yeah, I trained with Luke too. He's a good trainer.
Once in a while. Eliot, now I know why you had your own podcast and you do it, and you're a speaker, because like there's no fake here. There's it's real.
This is just, man, in the nicest way and most respectful way to everyone out there. I just don't give a fuck what you think about me.
And I think that's the old Eliot too at the same time.
No, I cared. All I did was care.
Like old Eliot?
Old Eliot.
Really?
All old Eliot did
I didn't
was
think
care.
you did. I thought you had you played it off really well then, because you had a chip on your shoulder and always, but that's what I like, because as a fighter, bro, you have to have.
If you think you're gonna lose, then what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, period, right?
You know, if you think you're going to have a little chip on your shoulder, if you don't have a chip, if you don't think you're the baddest dude in the world,
oh, bro, that's why I still gear up and I'll fucking throw down.
Look, I wake up every morning and think I'm the baddest dude in the world. Not today, you know.
I see him. Yeah, baby. I'm just
not today.
Yeah, I'll put my wrestling shoes on every Thursday.
Yeah,
but
I can't get hit anymore,
dude.
If I get a concussion, it can go downhill fast for me, and I can get a concussion out like that.
Really,
it sucks.
That's the part that I honestly feel alive still. Like I don't miss. Like, could I do fucking sparring? No. Can I do a round?
But let's be clear. We didn't spar when we were training.
No, we fought. We killed each other.
We fought.
Bro. That's what I'm trying to tell people. They don't understand.
We fought.
I had Dwayne on a couple times, and Dwayne was like, "Nah." And he goes, "You're right. They don't make him like we did when
we just fought. It wasn't the smartest way to do it,
but that's all we knew.
But look, and I think it hindered our performance because we couldn't get better. Because every day we walked into a training session and it was on. Like if you fucked up, you might get knocked the fuck out, right? So like that doesn't lead to improvement.
I would be more scared
of Dwayne.
Well, yeah, but I would be more scared of my last sparring session, circles.
Yeah, circles, than the fight.
Than the fight ever would.
Yeah,
I swear to God, fight was easy.
Circles.
It was
terrible.
The fucking circles that I was like, God damn, who's gonna be in my circle?
But the problem is with the circle, you would get knocked out.
Oh no!
With the circle, you were gonna
to get knocked
you were gonna make it. You were gonna suffer.
Round one, knock me the fuck out.
You were gonna. The problem with the circles is you were gonna suffer the entire time. I can remember a circle down in Albuquerque, bro. Rashad was my last round, my 5th round. And I was just like, Greg, why are you doing this to me, dog? Yeah. I can't beat him fresh.
Yeah.
Like, he's better. He was the world champ. I can't beat him fresh. And he's coming in fucking laying it on me.
And fresh.
Fresh. Yeah, he didn't do a round yet.
Yeah.
He didn't do a round yet.
I know. I think back at all that shit that we did. And I'm like, it was fucking stupid. Stupid. But at the same time, that is like the era, like you ever hear that saying, like, oh, when I was a kid, I walked through fucking 2 feet of snow to school. Well, when I was a fighter,
we sparred the 15 rounds.
Oh, we did.
Right? Nobody spars 15 rounds straight. No, that shit's dumb.
Oh, fuck.
That shit's dumb.
It is. It was a great time to live in. Horrible time to be a fighter, but I would have never changed it for the world because it's honestly made me who I am today.
It makes you who you are.
It really does.
You know, it makes you who you are. And fighting, look, I think there's 2 things that are like this. Personally, they're the best, worst things. Kids is the best, worst thing you've ever done to your life.
Yep.
And fighting is the best, worst thing you can do. Like, it is a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's a really bad idea. And like you and I are more on the lucky side of it because most people don't end up okay.
No, you're a fact. You're right. I know. I'm telling you that right now. And I'm like, and like even some of the people that were still fighting when we were fighting, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? And
most people don't end up okay.
Then they retire and they come back and they'll do like bare knuckle and shit. I'm like, bro,
I can't understand it.
Start a podcast. They work for me.
Don't do something.
Like, dude, don't do that. Like, it sucks to see some of the homies. You know what I mean? Like, I know they love it and they do it and they miss the
but they're chasing a feeling.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
I don't know, man. Like for me,
I never chased a feeling. It was more just well, at the end of my career, it was because it was my job.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I knew I had to stop. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It literally was. It's like, I could make more money doing a real job.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't know. I guess when it all said and done with, Eliot, when we were done fighting, do you miss it? No, because I'm around it and you're around it probably.
Yeah.
I
I get my fix.
That's to me. When I feel a little froggy, I'll
look. I go train every day.
Yeah.
You know, not every day. I train a couple times a week. I'm with my, you know, I get to go experience. Like, dude, when Drew walked out in Denver,
yeah,
it was insane.
Yeah.
Like, I've walked out.
Love that motherfucker.
Because, like, look, when you walk out for a title fight, it's 50-50. 50% of the people are cheering for Gaethje and 50% of people are cheering for Khabib.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, it's 50-50.
Oh, there's way more fans.
Sure, but let's just say it was
Fight Island.
Either way, yeah, it was, right? But I'm just saying, like, in general.
Yeah.
Like, I walked out with I cornered TJ.
Yeah.
50% were for him and 50% were for the other people. In Denver, with Drew, it was 20,000 people fucking school. Like, I was like, what? And he's beloved. That was an insane feeling.
Yeah.
So, like, you still get these fucking really cool moments.
100%. I get better moments now doing this shit.
Yeah.
As a coach
Yeah.
than I do.
It's way better.
As a fight. Dude, these nice ass cars he gets to drive and these houses that we get. Dude, could you imagine we were all bunked up in one hotel room?
Yeah, dude. It's insane.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Couldn't even imagine. I was thinking Chipotle for the team, and he's got 5-star restaurants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Christian was like, "Damn, where's my per diem money?" You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, it's stupid now.
It's stupid. Good for them.
No,
you know?
100%, dude.
And for me, I got out. Look, I don't think anyone's luckier like than me personally, because the way I was able to get out and just have something to do right away.
I'm gonna put you for your run for your money because I've been right there, right with you.
You can feel the same way about you.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I feel about me.
I've never left the game.
Yeah,
I really haven't.
Okay, what's most fighters? We just talked about it. Most fighters' thing, right, is you get cut from the UFC, or you know what I mean. You're not in the big show anymore. You can't go out like that. You go take another lower level fight. Maybe you win, maybe you lose. If you win, you think you still got it. If you lose, you can't go out like that.
Oh, I did.
You know,
I did. I remember. I think you were probably even there, Ellie. I lost in Canada when Thatch fought. I think Cody Donovan fought.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor sat me down at the bar. He's like, "What
are you doing?
What are you doing, dude?" I'm fucking fighting.
Yeah.
He's all like, "Yeah, I mean, why though? It's my job." He's like, "Why don't you come work with me? I'll give you a salary. You can work for me monthly, dude."
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that was like a fucking piano off my chest right there. Like, really? Every month I can make this? I coach, do it.
Yeah. Let's go.
I didn't even think about retirement. I didn't have to have a retirement party. I didn't give a fuck.
Right.
I didn't give a shit because all I cared about was me. Like, I got my bills paid now, finally. And I'm gonna fucking fight for it. I'm straight.
Yeah. I looked at the building that Denver's in 3 days after my last fight.
Oh, no shit. So you had a vision in a little bit.
I was already going, I was 3 days after the last fight.
So you were like, it's already in your back.
Well, then, man, it was like, again, you have to detach your dollar from your hour. And fighting wasn't doing it for me. I wasn't making enough money.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
None of us were.
Right. So now, like with an investment where I can invest in something and then build it, and now I don't have to work. Like I work, but the school's running. Right. All 8 of them are running right now. I'm not there.
Yeah. There's class going on right now.
Yeah. Everyone paid this month. Everyone paid today. So, and I don't have to go do it. Now I have to do some other things.
Absolutely.
When COVID hits, I'm back to mopping the mats because it's mine.
Yep.
I'm not charging rent on the buildings that I own because we can't afford it. So but that's a little bit of the luck.
And that's a gamble too, being a business owner and doing all that. But at the same time, look how many people you have changed. It's it's crazy to see.
We have 200. We have 200 people
in the Denver one,
just in Denver.
Oh my god!
I teach about 50 to 60 people every Tuesday and Thursday, and it's not because the jiu-jitsu is good. A piece of it is because the jiu-jitsu is good.
Yeah, but it's
how they feel when they come in.
It's the atmosphere.
It's how they feel when they come in. And it's who they are after they leave.
Yeah,
because
you and I both know that,
right? Because nobody's wife is going to be cool with them leaving the kids 2-3 times a week at dinner time if that thing that they're leaving for doesn't make them a better dad.
Yeah,
if it doesn't make them a better husband. She, like your wife, your spouse,
absolutely,
your husband doesn't give a rat's ass if you unbarred somebody or got unbarred.
I know.
Right? Like they just don't care.
Yeah.
Nor should they. But if you are better, then they're like, go do this.
Yep.
So my job is not to teach jiu-jitsu. My job is to help human beings. That's how I see the class. Now, look, the vehicle that I use is jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
The way I teach the lesson is jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
But that's not the job.
Yeah.
The job is to create better humans,
which is priceless in itself because
the money's a KPI. The money's just a key performance indicator if I'm doing my job well. The nice house, this is just like, I'm doing my fucking job well.
Check it.
Right.
Check it.
You know?
Check it.
Now the next to have to do this too that are working for special thing that Easton.
That's where you need. That's what makes you guys different than all these other schools.
That's the thing is everyone else has. Look, Peter just quit.
Yep.
Right. Peter's doing his own thing now, and he came to talk to me about it. He was all nervous and scared, and I was like, "Yo,
I didn't know this."
Yeah, I was like, "I'm so fucking happy for you," because he's a business owner now. I was like,
cabinet shit.
Yeah, I was like, you know how to do it now. You learned with us, and you either stay with us forever, which is fine, or another opportunity presents itself, and you go do that. You're not going to go open a fucking school next to me.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be cool. But like, boom, go fuck. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah,
I'm so fucking happy for you. Because we changed his life. And he's not even going to work for us anymore. Great. Fuck. Amazing. Do your thing. He's still going to come train. Archie's still going to, like, do your fucking thing, man. Fucking love you, dog. But you have a life because of what we have created.
I will say that though, that is, and that's not even the jiu-jitsu part of what just fighting has done for me, because y'all know my jits game is sick.
It's high level. It's high level.
Luke jits, right?
Sit up from the mount. Luke, let's get out of the mount. I don't know if you can do that, dog.
Here's the thing: don't get mounted, motherfucker. But that's what I say. Like my experience is just in the fight world, right? Literally is been just nothing but priceless to me.
Mm-hmm.
And what I can imagine what the jiu-jitsu world, like I see it, dude. Like I've been how long have we been in this game for now?
20 years.
Fucking forever. It seems like, right? As long as I've been alive, half my life.
Oh,
right?
for martial arts, for me, I started at 6.
Yeah. So it wasn't then. It was probably at 20 years old, 19 years old for me. And I just see what it's done for me, and then I see what's going on in jiu-jitsu now. Like these motherfuckers are legit as hell. Like
you can make real money in jiu-jitsu now.
Oh, way more money doing it now. That's where it's at now, right? And I see all the shows they put on now and everything, and I'm like, dude, this is crazy. The women in it now and just everything, it blows my mind. And I see what you're a part of now, and I see the stories on. I'm like, oh my fucking god, this is a monster deal.
Look, and what I say, I'm the luckiest thing is thing hit, and I was ready for it to hit. And I'm not a billionaire. I'm not, I'm not,
No.
I don't fly in private jets, none of that. But like, I get to wake up and do what I want every day. And the only two people that can yell at me are my wife and my mom, and nobody else. And and there's nothing I can do about those two.
Yeah. No, you're right. And
my thing hit.
And that is the perfect way to say it, is like, because it's like we like to play roulette and dice in my life, and like it literally is, when your number hits, that's your hit, and you put your eggs in this basket, but you put it in there for all the right reasons. And I will say this: your school, when I walk in, even when Justice started coming back and started training with all the other guys because he needed the training partners, I was so happy for him because he did it, because he needed to get the bodies right.
Yeah.
But it made me reconnect to like Vinny, you, all the other people, and like obviously we've never had bad, and I never burn a bridge with anybody unless it's really like bad for me. Right?
I have a couple, but that's it.
But okay, I mean, I don't say I don't have a couple, but it's I want you to eat, but you never welcome to my table again to eat. I look at burning bridges, but come back and see you guys, and like, honestly, Eliot, is because Justin became, he had to see the bigger picture, needed bodies and train. And I will say this: you have blew my mind from the day I met you to here to where we're at now in life. I'm so fucking proud of you, and I'm literally like, this was like, I would say like part of my career was like, I hated you because you were the asshole, because you were better than me, bigger than me, you were like a bully. You made us lighter guys, the guys that look up to big guys like you guys. You guys felt like you guys were like our captains of the team. But fuck, dude, it was such a, like, we lived a fucking great era, though.
It was cool.
I wouldn't change it for the world.
It was, we walked in there and it was all of us together, and started at Tees, and then when it moved over to Grudge with, and then, Shane, me, Brendan, Rashad, you, Twain,
GSP
Mark, GSP coming in, Rick Keith, like just the it's so crazy because to us it's normal. To us it's normal. And somebody saw on my phone, like, I have George's number. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then, or like the bags we get at the UFC. Like, we take it for granted sometimes.
I know, man.
But it's like, fuck, man. You know what? Somebody would, it's such an amazing experience.
And I that's where I kind of had to step back and just take it all in, because my one day it is all going to be,
it's going to be done.
Yeah, it's all
probably sooner than later. Like, if you're done with Gaethje and I'm done with my two,
it's going
to be a decade.
And Justin, before every time he fights, we get ready to make the walk. I just know how I am every time I fight. Before I walk out, I'm fucking nervous as fuck. I mean, the worst, right? Yeah. But this motherfucker lived. He
loves it, right?
And he's all jamming out, like fucking geeking out. Like, I'm like, dude, how the fuck are you so fucking good? But that's why he's so good.
But that's the difference. That's the difference between the champions. Yeah. I did not enjoy it.
I fucking was scared shitless.
That's the difference.
I was scared shitless. I hated. I wanted nothing. I don't want to lose. All I kept on thinking in my head,
dog. If the building collapsed, if the thing in the middle, right, that's the scoreboard, if it fell onto the cage and you didn't have to walk, you would have been fine, right? You'd been like, fuck yeah, I don't got to do it. Where the Gaethjes of the world are like, God damn it,
dude. can we fight somewhere else?
Yeah, where, you know?
Yeah, no.
Where you and I are like, fuck, yes. Do I still get paid? Let's go. Let's go.
Show money.
You know? Let's go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he says it every time. He says it. Boys, we're living the good old days, boys.
Yeah.
And like every day, I look forward to that because I'm living that we are, because one day it's gonna be gone because I know it was gone for me real fast.
Man.
2 and out. I was barbecuing.
I don't know how this happened. I come home from work every day.
Mm-hmm.
I have and I have a sauna in my house, and then I cold tub.
Yeah.
And my wife just put a pool in. You know, we have a pool at the house.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. And I get in the pool, man, and I just look up at the sky in the dark, and I don't know what's up there. I don't know what blessed me like this. You know, I'm very spiritual, but I don't believe in anything in particular, let's say.
Okay.
But whatever God is, man, for like, I don't know why I'm this blessed, you know, and I can't understand it. And you asked me like the motivational speaking and all that.
Mm-hmm.
How, with as nice and good as my life is, and as happy as my life is with my wife and my children, and like, man, I'm going to Maui on Monday. I have a house in Maui. Like
this motherfucker.
Yeah, this mother exactly. So how could I not, man?
Yeah.
How could I not? What kind of piece of shit would I be if all I did was take?
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't have the things that you have, bro. He only gives it to certain people. They give and give. That's why you're blessed with all this stuff.
Well, how could I? Like, you know, and like, I don't love my life as all the things I have. That's the next thing. Is I love my life as all the people I have.
Yeah. Oh, material shit. It's material.
Come and go, man. I was fucking. I was happy when we were driving to Albuquerque, staying in the fucking MCM El Gante.
Yeah, that's
that sucks, right? But I was happy, right? You know, we don't know any different.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know any different, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm happy now. But I'm happier now because I'm more at peace now. It has nothing to do with that shit that I just said, but I sure do have to be appreciative.
It's a I don't even know if you call it a reward.
I don't know what it is.
It's a well, you call it a blessing, but motherfuckers work all their life for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing: you're smart doing it the way you do it. Here's the thing, Ellie. None of the shit was given to you,
but a little bit of it was.
What was
to
given?
Start the schools?
Okay.
When my grandfather died.
Yeah.
Because he, the money and friends.
Yeah. Okay.
So there was some money.
Yeah, but okay.
And when he died, he told my mom to give it to me.
Okay, so here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. That money could have been fucking long gone, done some other thing.
I could have bought cars.
Yeah, could have done some shit, right? You had a head on your shoulder.
I put it into
you saw a vision. You said,
"We're going to do this. We're going to change the world."
After your fight, you said 3 days later,
we're going to change the game.
Yeah,
we're going to change the game of what martial arts looks like.
Don't say it wasn't given to you.
Pieces of it were given to me.
Yeah,
but I still had to go work hard. 100%.
Yeah.
I had to work my ass off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you had a startup.
We had to do it.
You had a what is it called? Kickstarter.
Kickstarter. I had,
there you go.
Yeah,
Kickstarter.
So
that's it.
That's it. Yeah, it could have not worked. Could have
easily.
It could have easily not worked.
Right?
Yeah.
And so don't act like that shit was given to you because you had to put your work in.
Yes.
And
I don't mean to sound like that.
Yeah.
I don't mean to sound like I didn't have to work. I had to work.
Yeah.
We all had to work.
Yeah.
Mike had to work. Ian had to work. Amal had to work. Sean Madden had to work, who I fucking love to death, by the way, who does not get enough credit in our organization. Sean's the fucking
kickboxing man.
Yes, dude, you should see our Muay Thai program.
Unbelievable.
He kills it.
I believe it.
He kills it.
I believe it. He's a perfect dude for that.
Yeah, he kills it.
So likable.
Yeah, and he's loyal, bro. He's loyal to the bone.
And I think that's where like in today's time, loyalty goes.
It's fake.
It's fake now, dude. Yeah, you would say
it's
it right
about
there.
what you can do for me.
Well, how's this going to benefit me at the end?
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. That's just one thing I will always. I try to teach my kids this. The majority, like especially in today's deal with all the tablets and internet and everything. Like the main thing I try to teach my kids, and Marcus is 4, Eva's 9. You're ahead of me, right? Be a leader, show loyalty, and sometimes if you have to be embarrassed for the right reason, be embarrassed. I don't know, man.
If we got to go down together, we got to go down together.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's okay.
I said at the end of the day, like, don't worry about being in trouble. Don't do it. I don't care. Just be a good human, like literally. And none of the shit when I was growing up never mattered to me. But it's weird because now I'm a parent. And like you see, like today's society, like, oh, this generation's fucked, blah, blah, blah. And I look at it and I'll be like, yeah, there is some people that I see some parenting that probably shouldn't have kids, right? But I also look at the people that my kids hang out with. What the fuck, dude? This is awesome. They're great parents. These kids look great. Like what's I think it's a good society.
And you have a good circle then.
I do.
I think we have some issues going on.
I live up in the mountains.
Right. I think we've got some issues going on with some parents.
Yeah.
With a lot of parents.
That's why I said.
Yeah.
I mean, you're ahead of me in the game, right? I don't know that. I mean,
like, look, I see it with the basketball program.
Yeah.
You know, like
everything's peaches. Not everything peaches.
Yeah, man. Like my kids will earn every fucking minute of time they ever get on that court. And I will fucking never, and this happens all the time, speak to a coach about my kid not playing.
Oh, yeah.
I think like just this idea.
Oh, no, I've seen it on soccer field already.
Yeah, just this idea of like, hey, why? Let me tell you, I have never met a coach that wants to lose.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I have never seen a coach that wants to lose. So get fucking better. And when you're that good, coach puts you in the game, dog. It's that fucking simple.
Yeah.
For them, you put that ball in the basket and you stop the other, and you play defense and stop the other team from putting the ball in the basket. Guess whose ass is going to stay off the bench? The bench is the best fucking teacher you have ever seen. Bobby Knight says this. You know who Bobby Knight is?
Yeah, I know.
Right? Basketball coach. He goes, look, the bench is a magical thing. You sit butt on bench, wood on bench, transmits signal to butt, which then transmits signal to brain to play better. Brain tells body, play better. Body gets off bench, plays better. Wood, butt doesn't touch bench.
Thanks.
That's it, man. You can do anything you want with hard work. That's what we need to teach our kids. You can do anything you want with hard work. Hard work, love, and consistency.
Damn, Bobby and I had it going on. Huh?
That was it. Butt teaches bench. You know, bench teaches butt. Send signal, butt, brain. Brain, body, play better. But that's real.
I never played basketball. I never heard that shit. But
that's real. But where do you want to put that in your life?
Yeah. Everywhere.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your business isn't making money? That what you think? You think Easton makes money off fucking? You think you think COVID was good?
Yeah.
You think post-COVID with inflation was good? You right? You know,
contact sport, bro.
You know, like we had to figure that shit out. We had to figure that shit out. Well, our butts got put on the bench.
Yeah.
Our butts got put on the bench. We had to figure out how to get off the bench.
And you fired all the fighters.
That was after. Because that was a different thing. It was, but yeah.
It just shows you though, like honestly, when it all comes down, you want this water?
I'm good. I still have water.
It all comes down to like we weren't taught to be dads. We weren't taught to be parents, right? Like I have this thing all the time, and I tell my daughter this all the time. I was like, "How do you feel about this?" Because I tell her how it's usually the next day.
Yeah.
I said, "How do you feel about this? What I did to you?" I said, "Baby, I don't know. I've never been a dad before. But I need your feedback." and she's fucking 9 going on 19 sometimes. Dad, you're being a little dramatic. And I'm like, okay. And I'm fucking like, tell me why, and I don't know. And I just listen to what's going on in her mind.
Right.
When it all said and done with, I got the final say, right? It doesn't matter. But I want to hear what she's thinking and why she's thinking it.
100%.
I'm not saying my way is the best way just because that's how I was brought up. No,
Right.
I mean, because there was some shit that I was brought up I didn't like. And so like when I go to discipline my kids or whatever, or tell them why they couldn't go to that place.
Right.
I tell them usually the next day because I don't want them to just be in the mood right now.
Right.
So it's usually the next day and she's all like, and it's cool. We're usually in the car. And I always say like, hey, tell me how I did. Coach me now. What can I do better as a parent? And she's all like, and it's kind of a tricky question because she's a little smart ass girl. She could kind of twist it. I don't know where she's going with it, but she's like, no, Dad, you did it right. I just, you're just being a little dramatic. I wouldn't do that. And the first thing, and I'm like, well, obviously I believe you, but you know what? My job is to protect you.
Right. I think for me in parenting, the thing that I think is missed the most, if you're going to ask me, is parents try to be their kids' friends. I'm not really concerned with my kids liking me.
I feel like I'm more with my daughter than Marcus.
Yeah, but you're not your daughter's friend.
I know, but I'm more like
that's because
I think it's because the lovey daddy deal. It's not about the friend deal. It's more like she's
your little girl.
She's my little girl.
For me, it's a different experience because I have 2 boys.
Right.
I have zero concern with them liking me. I hope they like me when they're 30.
Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to happen. You did that with your dad,
right?
Probably.
But because they, my job is to make sure that they first know that they're always loved. I try to be super consistent.
Yeah.
As far as like my reactions to things. And then my job is to make sure they grow up to be strong fucking adults. Strong men.
Because you're not always going to be there, Dad.
I'm not going to be there. I could not be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know if, so we don't know when this fucking journey ends, this ride, this ride of ours. So I might not, we don't know. So my job, especially now, is that they're out of the, like, I don't got to feed them anymore.
No, that I feel like that is the real shit because I try to do the same thing, right? Like prepare them one day. Hey, one day you're gonna look back at this and be like, "Oh, I get what Dad would say."
There's this really good book. It's called The Coddling of the American Mind.
Oh, what is it?
The Coddling of the American Mind.
Okay, you see that shit? You do that shit? Oh, of course you
did.
Lab rat.
It has a really great line in it that made me change or just consistently think about my parenting. And it's, are you going to try to prepare the road for your kid? Or are you going to try to prepare your kid for the road? And a lot of parents right now are trying to prepare the road for the kid. Yeah. But you don't know what the road is.
Shit could be
the road could be bumpy. It could be stormy. It could be smooth. So when you try to make the road, right, you don't know what's around the corner.
Yeah.
So you got to prepare the kid for the road. That's the concept, right? So my job is to prepare my children for the road.
Yeah.
Any road though.
Damn, this motherfucker's spitting game tonight, dog.
I read a lot.
I don't. Audiobooks is what I've been hitting up lately.
Man, I'm in a good one right now, bro.
What is it?
Breaking the habit of being yourself.
Breaking the habit of being yourself.
Yeah.
Tell me why would I like this?
Because how could you not react in the same way? Okay, it comes down to the thing that I said, that Muhammad Ali said. You're the same now that you are 20 years from now. But if all you do is stay you and you don't break your habits, right? And you don't try to push forward a little bit, if you don't have this vision of who you want to be in the future, then you're going to stay the same. You're going to think the same. Your cells are going to react the same. Your neurons are going to fire the same. If you're not trying to change that for the better always, right? If you're not pushing that envelope, well, then you're going to be the same. And I would like to be a little better.
Well, I think we all do.
Right. But you have to do work to do that.
Oh, shit, I got some TRT dog in me.
You got to work, dog.
I literally, that would be the thing where I changed in my life.
What do you mean?
Dude, I was going down a rabbit hole.
No, TRT is a fucking hell of a drug.
Dude, it's the best, healthiest. And it brought me and my wife back together for one. Like, I used to not care what she would talk to me and want to have conversations like my wife does. And I'd be like, yeah, cool, whatever.
Right.
Whatever, Now I'm involved. I want to do, I do dishes, I vacuum, I do everything now.
Fuck
dude.
yeah.
I want to wreck the day. There's not one thing I don't want to do. I want to hear about my wife's feelings about her work day. Oh, shit.
I think that shit's important for boys to see.
Bro, so important. Me doing dishes.
Because that's the job.
I grew up, my dad never did any of that shit.
But that's the job.
Bro,
you don't know it. Like, that's the road. What if you marry someone and they get cancer?
Period.
When you have kids, you don't know how to cook? You don't know how to do dishes? You don't know how to do laundry? The house falls apart? What kind of man are you? What kind of man are you?
I never thought about it.
But
that.
be a man. Go make the money. Go. I'm not saying don't do that too. I'm not saying that.
No.
But what happens if your wife gets sick? Well, you got to call your mom. You got to call your mom to come do this. Now, look, you might need mom to come help. I'm not saying that, right? Because maybe your wife's that sick.
Yeah. But
like, for the basics,
yeah. Come on,
man. You can't, like, one of the things that used to drive me crazy with people when they had young kids was a dad that would say, I'm babysitting my kid.
No,
dog, I ain't babysitting nobody.
No,
I ain't babysitting nobody. I'm raising my children. I am with my children. I don't babysit. I get paid to babysit.
No, I hear that.
My wife can only be gone for so long.
Oh, you got
what are you talking about?
I do to my friends. They're like, oh, you got to babysit your kids?
No.
What are you talking about, dog?
What are you talking about?
These are my kids.
I don't babysit.
I don't babysit my kids, dog.
I raise my children.
My kids are with me.
Yeah.
I choose this life.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I would never want anything else. Like, Marcus, Eva grew up going to the gym with me, being part of me. Like, it was like homeschool for me at this point. Right?
I'm homeschooling both my kids now.
Okay. Wait. You're a little bit more smart than me, though.
I'm not doing it.
Okay. But
I'm doing it so they can hoop.
Yeah. But
yeah,
I couldn't do that.
Right.
I don't want, me coaching again. I would short my kids. If it was my wife,
right,
at the same time, cool,
right,
whatever. I know, shit. We play dice out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I teach you math. We play dice, but I can't do that shit, right? So I know my piece of keys, right? But at the same time, I'm like always like, I'm not babysitting shit. This is my kids. This is why
I can't. That term to me,
it kills me, dude.
When my friends would say, "Oh, my wife can only be gone for 3 hours," what do you mean your wife can only be gone for 3 hours?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean you can't handle it? Figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
Be a man.
Yeah. I honestly like how you said that, dude, because like it was me for like the longest time. Like, I honestly didn't like, and this is like I was talking about TRT. Yeah. Like, I got a reboot in me, what's up?
Right, but that's figuring it out.
But I also was like, dude, why am I a piece of shit? Help her out.
Right.
She works all fucking day. Let me fucking help her out.
I don't believe in typical gender roles in the house. We do.
I'm cool with it now. I don't know.
You have to figure out what has to be done.
I guess when at that thing is the way I was brought up. Like, my dad, my mom had their chores. They did the shit outside. Shit was dad. I was cool. Dude,
Times are different too, though.
I could do it all.
Yeah.
I'll do it all if I can.
My wife and I are total opposite. I can't fix anything, dog.
I try to, and I can't.
She's great.
I'm better off just getting a handyman.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anything else, like I'll do a bunch of shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like especially with like cooking now. Like with Traeger was the best thing that ever happened in my life. I get to cook some meals now, help her out.
It's
you know
great,
what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I was never a chef in the kitchen, bro. Like I'm not, but I love to cook on the grill.
Yeah.
And now I love to do it.
I learned to cook because her cooking wasn't working for us.
Yeah.
Because the kids wouldn't leave her alone. And then she would get mad, because they were babies.
Yeah.
They want mom. And then she and I would fight, and I'd be like, you know what? I'm just gonna learn how to cook. So now
I made it work.
And now I made it work. Because that's just what the job took to make the house work.
Yep.
And whatever.
Yep.
So.
And goddamn, so how long have you and Renee been married now for?
20 years, man.
Good for you guys.
20 fucking years.
Holy shit.
Yeah, 20 years. We did 20 years this year, April 16th.
Well, yeah, that would have been about the right time when me and Clean started meeting. Because me and Clean know each other for 20 and we've been married for 12.
Yeah.
I test drove the shit out of that though, you know what I mean? I had to make sure it was right. You know what I mean? I think I was just too broke to afford a rig.
Man, for me, it was. I don't know why we got married, but we did.
Yeah.
Well,
look at it.
Yeah, it worked. Look, it's work, man. It's work just like anything else. I was going to say this, man. I heard this really good thing. This lady named Brene Brown. She was like, she and her husband, they're always check in.
On you guys or
no, on each other.
Oh, okay.
On when they come back to the house or whatever, when they were raising kids, especially.
Was this a book or what?
She's a very big author in the leadership space and and she said, if there's 100%, right? If I'm going to show up with 50 and my wife's going to show up with 50, and so the maximum is we can make 100%, right? We would check in together. And if I was at 20 today, then my wife would say, hey, I can make up to 80.
Oh,
right. But they, or if you're both only at 10 and it's only going to be 20% of what's best and possible, then you're just going to be okay with that. But you know where you are. Like you checked in. It's like, look, we're going to roll with 20% today.
So you're saying when they came home
from work,
and
now you got to do the family thing.
They know exactly.
Yep.
A bad day, emotional day. Like my wife has a bunch of emotional days. So yeah.
Right. So I can, you're at 10, I can do 90. Oh, 10 2. Okay. We know this isn't going to be the best night. And we're not going to push each other's buttons. We're not going to, it's just, it was just a really cool thing.
That is actually.
Yeah. Because look, why are you going to get mad at each other if you both know you're working at less than your full capacity?
Yeah.
So
that's real though. I mean, I think that was probably the biggest turn on for me was with me involving my wife, want to hear where she was at. Because I was a selfish fuck. I was so worried about oh, what about my day? Right. You didn't know what the fuck I did today. My bad. I should have heard about your day.
Yeah.
So the check-in deal, I can get down with that.
Yeah, it was cool.
So yeah, definitely that's legit, bro.
Yeah. I got to go pick up my kid, homie.
I know, man. I honestly, I can spit with you forever. And I'm so glad that you came all the way up and did this, Eliot.
I think relationships are important, more than money. I have a nonprofit right now for my basketball team because it's hard to cover the costs for these kids.
How can people help that?
Look, so it's called Game Changer 5280. There's just a donation link on there. And like we were saying earlier, the reason is because for a kid to get seen, they got to go to these tournaments. And they don't have the money. Their family doesn't have the money, but they deserve to be there. So the reason
give an opportunity to kids.
Give an opportunity to kids. So the reason Renee and I started it was because, well, at least if we have to give another 70, I can at least give it to the nonprofit. and then the nonprofit can pay it. So I at least get a tax write-off.
No, it's real. It's
Yeah,
smart.
that was the reason it started.
It's the system. But at that same deal, like we should really talk because there's tons of fundraisers I do.
Yeah.
And a lot of shoes and
I would love to
everything.
because, man, you should see these kids, man. You walk past, like, you know, you walk past a homeless person.
Yep.
And maybe you don't, right?
Yep.
And it's like, and once you walk past them, it's out of sight, out of mind. The gym every fucking day. I see him 4 days a week. I see him wearing the same fucking clothes and the same beat up shoes. They got my credit card, and, you know, a couple have my credit card so they can eat every fucking day because they're not getting fed. And they were getting hurt all the time. I was like, man, why is this kid hurt all the time? And he's hurt all the time because he's not eating 3 meals a day. He's you know.
Yeah, nutrition.
And nutrition, you know. So I'm like, well, shit, you know. So how am I going to watch that?
Yeah.
You know, how am I going to watch this kid not? How am I going to know he's not eating? And we need help, you know.
You have all the good intentions. You need,
So it's more than just basketball.
Yeah,
we're feeding kids.
No,
yeah, you know,
lives come true, but being humans, period.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Say it again. Where can they go? That
GameChanger5280.com, and there's just a donate. You know, you can read about what we do. It's all focused on the kids that come in the club. You know, and you know, some of that goes to coaches' pay because you got to pay coaches.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. You know,
it's all cost.
Getting these kids to the tournaments, buying hotels,
getting the heat in the fucking barn.
Yeah.
Right. Everything.
Right.
We'll check you out.
Man, I'm on Instagram, FireMarshall205. That's where I am the most. Any academy owners that are listening to this, we have a consulting business arm of that. So if you ever need help with your academy, hit me up there. You know, it's you can do it all there. I'm not a believer in, you know, those like business consultings that are like, hey, change your business for 50 grand.
Yeah.
Nope. You know, nope. It's very reasonable.
Oh, for real.
It's a month, man. Cost of one member.
Dude, that might change people's lives.
It's the cost of one member.
Holy cow.
If you gain one member a month, because then it pays it. And we have everything on there. We have all of our curriculum, all of our sales filmed, everything.
Legit. Okay. Before you leave, we're going to write this down.
Okay.
I'm going to tag it all on paper.
Right, yeah.
But listen, Eliot, I just want to say, appreciate your time, friendship. Honestly, like this Eliot a lot more than the old Eliot.
I like this Eliot more too.
And I know you walked out this song.
I never walked out to this song, though.
I know you did.
I never walked out to this song.
All right, we out. Oh,
hey, it was fun, man.
Will you get